punched me. I spent the whole afternoon and night crying yesterday. I recorded a podcast and I recorded a video while I was recording the podcast. I'm just not sure if I'm gonna put it up on YouTube. I'm way too vulnerable in that video. It made me cry again this morning when I saw some of it. So I'm still debating on if I'm gonna put it up or not. The podcast went up because y'all can't see me break down the way that I broke down. Y'all can hear it in the podcast, but y'all can't see me break down the way that I broke down. And even though I'm very transparent on this page, and I'm very transparent about my life, because I'm trying to support and help others and hold myself accountable to stay alive on this earth no matter what comes my way, the pain that I felt yesterday and the pain that I felt last night was a pain on a whole different level. Like, it opened up a wound that I hadn't closed all the way. And it literally has me feeling like all of the progress and the change that I have made has pretty much just get thrown out the window like nothing. Like nothing. And the struggle that I go through, it's excuses. Being in a wheelchair is excuses. And I'm not crying particularly because of what happened yesterday. I'm crying because, and I'm hurt, not because of yesterday, but because these legs, I am still struggling and processing everything. These legs are still a fresh wound to me, like it just happened. Like when SSI expected me to figure out how I was going to make it to the doctor's appointment and I was going to walk and do all this, and I had to beg for a wheelchair when I got there because I couldn't make it. Because I couldn't make it anymore. I couldn't walk. I couldn't stand up anymore. So it's like, once this happened, the first thing that was on my mind was like, oh my God, how am I supposed to take care of my kids? How am I supposed to provide for them? How am I supposed to run around and play and hide and seek and all this shit that I've done with my oldest that I can't do with my youngest? And then people want to use, oh, I've lost weight, I've had these issues, yeah, but you can still walk. You can still get up and do your stuff. I have to find a way to make it work. Fucking roach, yo. I have to find a way to make it work. So I'm still trying to mentally, like, accept this reality and accept this accept this. And accept the fact that the only walk-in that I really can actually do is in here. From the chair to the bathroom, the chair to the bed, when I stand up to try to clean, I gotta be careful that I don't put too much pressure on my legs so that they don't give out. Because if I fall and I get hurt, who's gonna be here with my kids? Oh my God, you scared me. It broke? How? Oh. I'm sorry, podcasters. If I got up and gave me a hug and it just... I guess I needed it. I needed it. Oh my God. Yo, this is the third roach on this fucking table. Yo, my roach phobia has gotten worse than what it was before. I live in a constant trigger. Constant trigger. I can, Anyways, so back to what I was saying. Sorry for a little meltdown. I did not come on here to cry. I did. I really did. I did not, because I really did. I really did. But I don't know if I'm going to post that video that I made last night. Like I said, the podcast is already up, because I did publish it last night. But I don't know if I'm going to put the video up. Watching me really broke me. Watching me. I'm tired of being vulnerable for people and getting nothing in return. I'm tired of struggling and people always got the solution verbally, but no physical help. I've been on this platform begging for my life. Begging for the life of my kids, just begging for support and help. I've gone to organizations. If I don't get this rent debt off of my credit and make 3 times the rent, how am I supposed to get a place to live? How? And these are people that think they know what's going on with me. Like, how? You think you have the answers. You think you know it all. You come here, you bash me. You don't even ask. You don't see what's going on. Nothing. You just automatically just assume that you know everything. I mean, do you really know that I can't walk outside of this place? That every time I've tried, I've almost busted my ass and scared the hell out of my kids. And I don't want to scare them. I don't want them to be afraid. I mean, this is just mommy's new reality. You know? I'm still trying to deal with it myself. And then y'all think my kids are not going to be affected by it. They had a mom who ran around and played with them. To a mom who can barely function because mentally she's still trying to cope with the postpartum, still trying to cope with everything else, still trying to cope from all the trauma, like the new trauma and the old trauma. And in the meanwhile, my kids are fed, okay? They're taken care of. I neglected myself, and I'm living proof of it. My teeth are falling. I'm in a wheelchair. I neglected myself, not my kids. I would never neglect my kids. I would neglect me. Before I neglect my kids, I would neglect me. Like, everything I've been bashing myself about, everything I've been trying not to let my suicidal thoughts just run wild with, and last night it was scary as fuck. I didn't think I was gonna get past the thoughts overpowering. I really thought they might win. For a minute there, I was scared as fuck. Because I thought I was going to break my promise to my daughter and break my accountability with you guys. And that's why I did the podcast and the video, to hold myself accountable. But I don't think I'm going to post a video. I'm way too vulnerable. You see me beating my legs up in the video. Sat there and just started beating my legs. And mind you, it don't hurt. Even though I can walk a short distance, it doesn't hurt. I don't have much sensation in my legs unless it's for pain, for the chronic pain, like touching me or rubbing me. I mean, it'll hurt because of the chronic pain, but not because I feel me hitting my legs. But I beat my own legs up in that video. I really sat here and just started punching my legs. Like, if I ever felt any less of a person, if I ever felt any less of a mother, if I ever felt any less of a woman, any less of a human being, it is now. It is now. I thought my childhood trauma was the worst thing I've been through, but this whole situation is the worst. Not even when I went through domestic violence did I go through just the shit I'm going through right now. Like, please love yourself and value yourself. Value your worth so that others can value you how you should be valued, so that others can realize your worth and treat you accordingly. Please don't make the same mistakes I did of not loving yourself or valuing yourself and then finding the wrong people to put your love and your trust in. I've put myself in this situation. I've allowed my life to spiral and my mental health to get worse because I was trying to have a family, be loved for the first time in my life besides my kids. And it backfired. And honestly, because of these three situations, I no longer want to, as much as I would love to have somebody to love me and have a dad for my kids that could support them and be there, like, I just rather stay by myself. if I fail, it's going to be because I failed, not because somebody else played a part in it. Because I did it, and I blame myself, and I'm taking accountability for my decisions and my choices. And if I would have taken care of my mental health back then I probably would have made better choices. I don't know if I would have picked better partners. I don't know. But I didn't realize how damaged I was until after Lyrical's birth, postpartum and the depression and all my conditions after I gave birth were just the suicidalness. Everything was just everywhere. I was everywhere, and then I had to living and being miserable, and so I left thinking I could find something better down here, like a better opportunity, a chance to get on my feet. And I've been trying to get on my feet, if I would have taken better care, if all boils down to it's my fault, okay? I'm not blaming nobody for anything. I don't care if I get blamed for everything by anyone else, because if I would have took care of my mental health, and if I would have gotten help, I would have made better decisions and better choices all across the board. I'm not just talking about these last 4 years or this last year or this last 2 years. I'm talking about I'm 42, so my whole 42 years of life. I really did not come here to cry. I shouldn't have watched that video before I got on here. But I was really contemplating on uploading it. But I'm too vulnerable in that video, and vulnerability hasn't gotten anything but hurt and more hurt and more hurt. I've come to the conclusion that in people's eyes, I'm always going to be at fault for everything, because I don't know, I feel like I let people walk over me, and that's not okay. And then when I try to stand up for myself, they make me feel like I'm fucking insane. Like I'm crazy, like I have no right, like I have no basis. But it's okay for everybody else to say they got this going on, they got that going on, and they can't handle. But I'm supposed to handle a mental breakdown, postpartum depression, try to bring myself up out of it, get back into it because of the whole leg situation, and and still be a parent all at the same time without getting to breathe. I don't get to call somebody up and say, hey, can I get a couple of hours just to breathe? I don't get to do that. I don't have that luxury. And when I ask for help, it's crickets. It's literally fucking crickets. Just like you guys give me crickets because y'all don't ever really interact. I couldn't find the word. It's always crickets. It's literally always crickets. Always. I'll send a message. It'll be ignored. I'll call. It'll be ignored. A few days will go by. Then it'll be a text or a call. Like nothing. Like I didn't break down and ask for help. Like I didn't do what I was supposed to do. It just was never reciprocated. It was not returned. Please, when everything with the wheelchair happened, with my legs on Father's Day last year, my kids, my daughter especially, made calls, crying, asking for help, scared, saying that she was scared. My daughter begged. My daughter begged you to be there for them. And crickets for months. No call, no text, no checking if I was dead or alive. My kids could have been in CPS for all. You left me for dead. And I don't care if I tell you too that you left me for dead, okay? I told you to your face, and I'm going to say it now. You left me for dead. I asked you to take me to the emergency room because half my body was paralyzed. You claim you have a meeting to get to. That was more important than my life. That was more important than my life. That was. And I'm never going to forget that. I'm never going to forget that. You told my children and me that we weren't worth shit by your actions. But I'm getting beat up by other people. And all I'm doing is just trying to survive. Trying to make it until we get out of here. Trying to get the income. Trying to get the clients. Put myself to 2 coaching programs. Only finished 1 and I'm still paying. Okay, for the other one and still taking the other one. So I can have an opportunity to bring in more income. Like, are you kidding me? I am doing all that I possibly can in a wheelchair that I cannot get out of here because I don't have a fucking ramp. And I can't take with me anywhere I go because I don't have a van to transport it. All of my obstacles and all of my roadblocks are being used against me. And maybe it's time I hurry up and come to terms with my legs. Somehow. Because that's the only thing that's really putting pressure on me right now. That's the only thing that's really weighing very heavy on me right now. Because I damn well know I do what I gotta do for mine. Always have. I've gone, this is like the 5th fucking roach, yo. Oh, I can't fuck with this shit. Oh, okay, it's okay, relax. My whole body's getting tingly. Please don't lose my limbs. I cannot afford to go numb. I cannot afford to get paralyzed all the way. Relax, just relax, please relax, please relax. Just relax, just relax, just relax. Just relax. Just relax, it's okay. I have to now clean up the mess. And I'm now gonna have to comfort. The fuck? You guys, I really don't fuck with roaches since what happened at the apartment. Like, I'm already fucking mentally weak. God, please cover me. God, please cover me. Yeah, so I'm not sure if I'm going to post the content, but I'm not sure if any of my content is going to be inspiring for the next few days, maybe weeks. I'll try to do my best. I'll try to do my best. We're in the middle, before all of this happened, we already had a game plan that we had come up with how we were going to go through all our shit, get rid of what we don't need, keep what we do need because of the rats and mice that come in and out from under the sink. Thank you. I'm trying to keep as less stuff as possible so that they do not have a place to hide or like run around in. So like, for example, these bins that are right here next to me. Sorry, podcasters, y'all can't see. If y'all want to see, y'all go my YouTube, Parenting Mental Illness, Mom and Children. Excuse me. These bins that are right next to me are all my Shop Normie supplies to make the press-on nails. There's bins right here, down there. That's all the important papers and my Cricut machine, so we can start making the stickers when we move to add more product to the store, so that we can start trying to get more sales. Then behind me, right now is the rack that we use to hang up the clothes that we wash. That right there is Koa's dog food bin. The water case goes down there. Those are the shelves that we put the food on, because there's really no cabinets. And the bins that are up there are the hedgehogs. We don't have money to get them a cage yet, so they were given to us in the bins. So in the bins they live, and so we can get our own place and then get them their place. Then you got the deep freezer, the TV, the fridge. Huh? Koa went behind the deep freezer.
Remember you told me to make a space so the last couple she could chase them behind it, so she can go actually go there.
Oh, I got you. And then the part that really looks fucked up is Bella's desk. That's all her stuff, and that's the part we have to get to. And there's a mess. Hold on. There is a mess on the bottom of her desk. Y'all see that? That's supposed to be her bins that had all her art supplies. But when the roaches, look at me. But when the look,
Rat.
Oh my gosh. The rats and the mice and Koa, I tried to get them. They ended up attacking all the dog bins. So we're tackling that today. We already had a game plan of what we're doing. But when you have a household of mental health, no help, a mom ending up in a wheelchair, still trying to figure out how to function, be a parent, and realize that the legs aren't what they were, but find other ways to do things, I don't know, I really think Homeboy thinks that this is just a joke. That, me ending up in a wheelchair is bullshit. It's just so disrespectful. So disrespectful. Oh, I forgot to show you guys. Hold on. And then there's the mess over there. In that corner under the AC. That's all the clothes that gotta get washed.
I thought you wanted to
What happened, baby? Love you. So, yeah, the place gets really fucked up. And that's my fault. Because if I don't go through my mental breakdowns and my mental shit, I'm more on top of what's going on with the physical home.
processing a whole year of almost time.
You can say it a little louder so the podcast and the YouTube can hear your thoughts.
Well, technically it ain't and it is your fault, but they can't really put the blame on you because it's only been a year and some change of months.
It's only been a year and 2 months.
2 months, thank you. But to me it's longer. To you it's longer because they're not here dealing with this. They're not here having to process this.
Correct. My kids are struggling to process with me ending up in a wheelchair.
Delano doesn't. He knows it's here, but he doesn't want to accept it.
So how do y'all expect us to keep a spick span? I am transparent. Yes, I go through my shit. Yes, the house gets fucked up and nasty, and then I have to get mentally back up again and get back on top of everybody so we can get back on it again. But guess what? It's a fucking mental health household. So because it's a mental health household, I'm not entitled to be a parent. I am so neglectful to my kids. I give to my kids before I give to me. I've done it plenty of times. We haven't had money for all of us to eat. I make sure they eat and I'll starve. I don't care. I really don't.
And if we don't eat, she gets mad even though she doesn't eat either.
Correct. If they don't get their nutrients, I do get mad. If they don't have something to eat, I become very upset because that's my responsibility. But to have somebody that should have your back and be there like you were for them, Like, just let somebody else come and give their opinion based on things that you have said. Like, let's keep it a buck. You don't even know what's going on with me. You don't ask because, frankly, you don't care. You don't care if I can walk. You don't care if I can function. You don't care if I'm suicidal. You don't care. You don't care. You don't. But when you have been, I was there. I mean, up until yesterday, when you needed to vent, you would call, I would listen. That is over, though. I'm not doing that no more. Because I don't get that. So I'm not giving it anymore. I'm not. Oh my gosh, it was a baby roach. Like, this is roach number fucking 7. Bring that ass. Bring the ass. Fuck off my desk. So, yeah, on here basically, because I'm not sure how much content I'm going to be able to create. I'm going to probably post this right now, today, and I do have pre-recorded content. So, yeah, I may not see nothing up to date because I need to process. I need to finish, I need to build myself back up again. I need to get back to the water surface so that I can breathe. Right now, I got pushed back down all the way in the water. But I'm not going to stay here, and I refuse to stay here. I refuse to stay here. I am not staying here. I'm going to do everything that I can do on my end and that I have been doing to continue to find a place. Like, you know, it's contradictory when you tell a person, we haven't been able to find a place that's willing to rent because of the rent debt and the rent to debt income ratio. How would you like for me to pay rent if no landlord is willing to take me in? Well, that's how it is now. So it's my fault also that I can't find a landlord. So it's my fault also that I can't find a place. You just clearly said that's how it is nowadays, but I'm being beat up because of this. And I say bashed because that's how it felt to me. It felt like I was being bashed. Like, it felt like somebody just stood there and was hitting me with a bat over and over again, playing piñata with me from 2 different directions. And I'm by myself, just taking it because I kind of have no choice. Because in the back of my mind, I feel like they have a leg up. Why? Because I live in a motel. That's the pressure this motel puts on me. I won't even stand up for myself because I feel like everybody else is right. I failed. My kids are in a motel. So because I feel like I failed, I take the beating hard. And I'm just not sure how good. I mean, podcasters, I know I'm supposed to be starting to show more love and put up more podcasts. I just don't know how it's gonna go. Like, I'm not trying to, I don't know. Still have to find clients for my coaching program so that I can start bringing in income. I don't know. I just know that I'm gonna make it. We are gonna succeed. We are gonna make it. Everyone is rooting against us. But we're rooting for ourselves, and that's all that matters. Yes, my boo-boo. Good morning, princess. Hi. How you doing? You just not gonna talk to me? You just not gonna talk to me? Oh, you just not gonna talk to me?
Okay, good morning.
Good morning. You wanna say good morning to the podcast?
Good morning.
Did you see the front end? That's my shirt.
Turn around, boo boo. Let me see the back of your shirt. Oh, that's cute. It is cute. It is cute. But this shirt is already too small.
Yep. It was given to her, so I might as well use it once.
Use it once, yeah, at least, so she can play in.
Yeah.
I mean, I need clothes for her. I need clothes for my son.
Still tight.
I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna pull all this off. Go ahead.
Wait, your box.
I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to pull this off. You know, I got to try to get my son at least a week's worth of clothes so that he can start school at least with some new clothes and not the same clothes from last year. But income dropped, you know, his child support doesn't come in anymore. It hasn't been coming in for the past 2 months. So the extra money that I would have had to be able to do these things, I don't have it anymore. I asked for socks and underwear. I asked for scrunchies and rubber bands, and I got nothing. But I'm trying to do my part. All right, beautiful. Go ahead. Hurry up before Chloe comes. I do ask for help. It's not like I sit here and just go through stuff and don't say anything and hide it and then cover it and then try to figure out how I'm gonna no, I do ask for help. Like, I do vocalize and say, hey, I need help with this. You know, like, before CPS closed their case, they were supposed to drop off so I can get Delano clothes, because I told them Delano needed clothes and Lyrical needed clothes. That never happened. CPS was the first time, the same thing. That never happened. Well, you can go to the places to go pick up clothes, but how am I supposed to get there? That's my problem. I need this wheelchair to transport with me so that I can then, you know what I'm saying, drive around and get what I need and not have to keep holding on to walls and beg my legs not to give out on me so that I don't get a serious injury. Like, this is not no joke. This is my reality. So before you come for somebody, find out what their reality is and see what you can do to help. But bashing or coming for a mental health person, and you claim to be a mental health person yourself, should understand that don't work. I felt threatened as fuck. Another one, Biva. By the bar. Yo, I don't know what is going on, but this is like 8 now. They probably done left. Yep. I never saw it move. These suckers just disappeared, yo. I swear sometimes I feel like it's a figment of my imagination. Like, sometimes I feel like, yeah, good job. Huh? That's what Megan said, she was gone.
I know, but I haven't seen nobody go in that room other than that girl open that thing.
Well, I guess now they're working on it because both curtains are open. So, yeah, I guess I'm saying all of this to say, why she close the door? She closed the door. Well, I say all of this to say that really consider how you approach a person. That makes a big difference on if you're breaking them or not. Like, what would your goal be of breaking a person that's never broken you? Especially when you don't even know what's going on. don't you think that you should get all facts first? All of them? I've asked for help. I've asked. It's been crickets, yo. Crickets. Like, I can't force somebody to answer. I can't force somebody to be there. I can't force somebody to support me how I support them. I can't force anybody to do anything. I can't, and I won't. Because that's not my job. So, it's a catch-22. What am I supposed to do? I've even asked, like, the same person who came here, I've asked for that person to see if they could help me. I got told, okay, they would let them know or they would ask. Never got nothing in return. And when I asked again, it was crickets. So that's why it pissed me off and it hurt me even more, because the same person that I even asked for the message to be relayed, if they can help me, especially with getting transportation. Crickets. And yet I'm being over here beat up on. Like, my kids had to hear me getting yelled at by 2 different people. Because these walls are thin. So just because we were standing outside does not mean they didn't hear shit. I had to console them. I had to hold them. Then they had to watch their mom mentally break down. Because that's what y'all caused. That's awesome parenting. That is such a fantastic way to parent. Awesome parenting. Awesome. Any parent that causes mental harm to the next one and then expects them to still be capable to survive and function, they gotta build themselves back up. But why would you want to cause mental trauma to somebody else? I don't care if it's a friend. I don't care if it's a family member. I don't care if it's your parent, your sibling. Because I beef with that about my kids, with my kids all the time, about the way they talk to each other. Because I find it so rude and disrespectful. Like, you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to be there for each other. Not beat each other up. Not down each other. You're supposed to have each other's backs. I've always wanted that my whole life. For somebody to really rock hard for me like I rock hard for them. I don't care if it's a friend. I don't care if it's a... You know what I'm saying? It don't have to be a relationship. I just always wanted to really have somebody rock hard in my corner for me. I would love to know what it feels like, because I don't know what it feels like. I don't. I really don't. I'm supposed to have an appointment with a coach today to see about building. There is a life coach job I want to apply for, even though I'm trying to build my business, because this is just driving me insane and I need to get this income to get out of here. Like, I am trying to do the best that I can with what I have. I would love to be able to get in a car and go to these organizations every single day and find out what's going on, but I have to take my wheelchair for that. 1, I don't have the transportation. 2, I don't have the money for the transportation. Bev, I think is she outside or in the back? I thought I heard her call you.
Huh?
So yeah, so I'm not sure if I'm posting that video, but I wanted to talk about it because it is something that I'm going through, and I am trying to be transparent on the page. Like I said, to hold myself accountable and to also, inspire others and motivate others, But it's hard. It's a hard road. It's a hard journey, and I still have to live. This is my real life. I go through these things daily. Like, it's not something that just goes away and comes back. But I got a 20-year-old. I have a 13-year-old. You know how many times DCF has tried to take them? plenty, all because of their disabilities and because of mine. Like, that's fucked up to feel targeted. That's why I didn't embrace my truth before, and that's why I was in such a denial with it. And look what it's caused me, though. It's caused me my legs, my teeth, I'm not the same person I used to be. But one thing I don't do is neglect my fucking kids. That's the one thing I will not do. I'll neglect me all day, every fucking day. But I will not neglect them. Even if I go through my shit and I'm mentally broken, I still do what I gotta do. It just takes me longer to get better because I'm still being there for them mentally when they're breaking down. Like, it's a lot on one person's plate to do it on their own. So, yeah. Anyways, you guys, I just realized I think I missed my therapy session. I found a new therapist and I was supposed to start, and while I was sitting here talking to you guys, I really think I missed that therapy session. Oh no, it's next week. It's next week. I didn't miss it yet. It's next week. Alright, because this is one thing I'm definitely going to have to discuss during therapy and try to find a way to get past this hump of the legs and everything else. But anyways, thank you for listening, you guys. Sorry for all of the breakdowns, and it's just a lot on me right now, and you guys are my sounding board. Whenever I talk to you guys, I feel a lot better, and it just brings sometimes clarity to me. It helps me sometimes see things differently. And I thank you guys for that. I really do. I thank y'all for watching. I thank y'all for listening. Y'all may not comment. Y'all may not subscribe. Y'all may not like. Y'all may not even share. But y'all do watch. Y'all do listen. And thank you for that. Thank you for at least letting me know that someone cares about my voice. I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. It means more to me than I can express to you guys, and I don't want to get emotional. But it does mean more to me than I can express to you guys, because I'm never heard and I'm never listened to. Okay? Thank you and be blessed. She's in the bathroom. I don't want her to be self-conscious or worry or think that she's not potty trained like they're trying to say. She has diarrhea. And because she has diarrhea, I'm explaining it one more time. When she passes gas, she thinks it's just gas. And then, boop, the diarrhea comes out. I don't know why she has diarrhea, but I have diarrhea too. So I don't know if it could be our diet, because we do have to watch the food stamps to make sure, we have enough to last for the month. So, yeah, I don't know why she has diarrhea. Donald has diarrhea too. Donald gets diarrhea a lot. I get it because I did the sleeve, and the way my food processes is different now. But she has it, and she doesn't know the difference yet when she's going to pass gas or not. It's me at 42 years old. And when I have diarrhea, sometimes I'm afraid to pass gas because I don't know what's going to come out. So I'd rather go to the bathroom, sit my ass on the toilet, pass that gas if it's gas, and oh well, it was gas. And if it turns out to be more, then I'm already on the toilet. So that's what I'm trying to teach her now. She just did it earlier while I was in the recording. She went to the bathroom. She said, she was telling me, Mommy said that if I have to go to the potty and toot, and walked in and went to the potty and tooted, and it turned out to be diarrhea. So she was already in the toilet when she went to toot, and boom, it came out. That's what I explained to her. See, boo-boo, that's why Mommy told you, since you have diarrhea, when you have to tootie-booty, then you need to go to the potty and do it just for in case. But she's over here eating the Pop-Tarts for breakfast, and our neighbor gave her Pop-Tarts. I don't know why. Lyrical usually eats eggs or cereal for breakfast. But he gave her Pop-Tart, so she wanted to eat the Pop-Tart. So I was like, okay. So in the process of eating the Pop-Tart, she tooted, didn't go to the bathroom like I told her, and it turned out to be diarrhea too. So this is why I'm being told my child is not potty trained. A person that is not potty trained will constantly pee on themselves. Okay? Not just poop. And that's not even pooping, because again, it's a little bit that's on the underwear and then the rest of it goes in the potty. So if she was not potty trained, she'd be shitting on herself all the way. Now, what may she have done when she was over there? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I can only teach my child things and hope that she retains it and uses them wherever she goes. That's all that I can do. What happens outside of that, I don't know. I don't know what they're feeding her. I don't know if it's good or bad for her stomach. Like, she came with diarrhea. She didn't have diarrhea. Well, she did. She did have like a little bit of a sour stomach before she left. So I don't know. You get what I'm saying? I'm not gonna, like, that doesn't mean she's not potty trained, bro. Like, a real parent knows that. A real parent that raises their children and has been there from day one will know their child. Like, my child is potty trained. The one thing my child does not do is wipe herself, because we wipe her. And that's more, we want to make sure she's actually clean. But I'll take that as my fault. That's my bad. So we're starting to teach her how to wipe herself. We're still going to wipe her afterwards to make sure she's clean. But we're going to let her wipe first. And then we'll go back again just to make sure that it's clean. I mean, how do you expect me to keep a clean child? You're claiming that I'm giving you a dirty child. You're claiming that my child is dirty. How do you expect me to give you a clean child? Like, what the fuck? My child is not dirty. Her clothes may have stains. Yes, I don't have money for stain removers. And the detergent that we buy ain't always the best. It depends what we got the money for. I know that for a fact. Because, look, stain. Does that make me dirty, though? Does that make me dirty? I don't have money to keep replacing clothes, unfortunately. And I'm lacking in that sense of the word, unfortunately. But when I have it, I get what I can. It's easier for me when I can make it to Walmart. When I can make it to Walmart, I can get the kids a lot more clothes than me trying to order it and have it mailed to me. Because inside the store, they have bigger deals than they do online, especially down here. Like, I can literally get her shirts and pants for like $4, $3, sometimes $2. Online, $9, $10, $12. So if I can get her 2 things for the one price, I'd rather just go to the store and get her 2 things for the one price, especially when I know my money is limited. Especially when I know, like, I'm counting on a limited amount of funds. But I'm down $500 a month now because of no child support. So it's just made it financially a little bit harder for me and mentally draining. Can you do coffee, please? And mentally, I don't know, whatever. And mentally, not the French vanilla though. And mentally draining, like, oh no. And the crazy part is, I already asked my neighbor, could she take me to Walmart? She said next week we're gonna go. So I was already gonna get Lyrical and Delano as much as I could with what I have. Even though I need clothes, Devak has clothes, she has a lot of clothes. I don't care about me, you know what I'm saying? But I was gonna get them to what they need with what I have. You know, split it in half. I was even gonna use the money that my mother sent to them so they can get a toy or something to just buy them clothes with it. That's why it's been saved and sitting there waiting so I can make it to Walmart and use it to get them what they need. Like, you know, ask, communicate, ask questions. Don't come accusing. No, that's not communicating. Accusing somebody is not communicating. You know, passing judgment is not communicating at all, in no shape or form. Like, keep it a buck. You don't know me from Adam. You really don't know who I am. You only know what somebody else has told you about me. And that person does not have the best perception of me because I won't let them keep walking all over me. Because I won't no longer bend over backwards. Because I won't no longer give the shirt off my back. Because I stood up for myself. Like, if I've ever felt yeah, so anyways, that's the ordeal. And she's in the shower now, but we don't give her showers though. No. I have plenty of videos on YouTube showing when she done got out the shower, when we're doing her hair, like, but she don't take showers though. She's a dirty kid. Talking about she's declining. Do you guys see her declining? I mean, y'all know her pretty much as these do, as much as y'all see her, because y'all see her as much as they do. Once in a blue moon. So, yeah, do y'all see her declining? Because I sure as hell don't. Like, my whole character was attacked. Everything that I'm about was attacked. Everything that who I am was attacked. Like, I can only imagine the shit that was said about me. It's crazy. Like, it's crazy. Because I've not done that. Even when I vent, like, even when I'm venting here, how I'm venting with you guys, except I'm not being, like, completely transparent because it's involving somebody else. But when I vent to the 2 or 3 people that I talk to in the little circle that I have, I vent exactly the same way I'm venting now. I don't speak anything ill. I don't say anything ill. I don't. Because I don't see anything coming out of that. What's the point of it? What do you gain out of doing that? You're just bashing somebody for what? Like, you're belittling somebody for what? And you're making them look bad for what? But you can't explain that I done given you the shirt off my back more than once. But I'm out here looking like a crazy ass fool because that's what is being said. Frankly, I really don't care. But when it comes to you telling me that I'm neglecting my child, that's when I do care. Because now everything that you're saying is what's being thrown in my face. And half of it ain't even accurate. Like, half of it really ain't even accurate. That's the killer part. Half of it is not even accurate. And I'm sorry for starting the video the way that I did, y'all. It's August 18th, 9:28 in the morning. This is the second video I'm doing today. I did another one before this one, and I just came in and started the video and started recording the podcast again. I was just about to publish it until, stink a butt, tootie booty, then that happened, and I'm like, well, this is also my vlog and my life and, like, my diary, and it's my paper trail, and it's my track, and it's everything else, so I'm on here explaining it and expressing it because I know I'm not the only parent whose child will fart and then take it, well, not take a shit, but